Hello, if you hear noise in the background, that's because it's my TV. But I had made this video last week. Yeah, like last week, 2 weeks ago. And I'm salty because I can't find this video no more. It's like it was scrapped or trash. And I'm mad because it was a good video. But we kind of just gonna jump into it. So boom. I know everybody is gonna get triggered by this video, and that's okay. I accept you for who you are and how you are. This video is not about you. It's about the topic we're talking about. So let's not try to make it too personal. Okay. And also, y'all, I'm just over it because that was a good video. So yeah, my energy was good. Everything was good. Y'all might not get. I mean, y'all gonna get my energy, but what you're gonna get is me over it. Okay. So yeah, I mean, cause I already know what I said last time. I kind of just jump in and jump to it, like the music. Okay. So this video, and I also want to state before this video is an intuitive download. One of my psychic abilities, I guess you can say, one of my in tune abilities is my instinct and my clear cognizant. Instinct slash intuition and clear cognizant. So, in my imagination. So, I get a lot of information through my crown chakra, through my imagination and clear cognizance because I just know, I instinctively and intuitively know this information. Aside from the research that I've done over the years, but this video is more so an intuitive understanding, a magical, spiritual, esoteric understanding. So, just want to say that too. And another thing, real quick, this video is not about bashing people. It's not about making anybody necessarily feeling uncomfortable. If you feel uncomfortable, then you just feel uncomfortable, But it's not about any of that. It's just about understanding what I'm talking about and trying your best not to be so biased and to allow that to cloud your judgment. And this video will not be for everybody, and that is 1000% okay. I accept you as you are. I'll meet you at the door. Let's keep it pushing. So yeah, boom. So here's what I wrote. Here's part of the script that I wrote. And mind you, my scripts are just like rough drafts. So I need room to speak from the heart. So here's the first part of it of my script. Demon equals daemon, the ancient roots. The word demon comes from the Greek daemon, which meant a spirit guide, a force between gods and mortals. Not evil, but deeply personal and powerful. And they're like in PowerPoint. My script is like in PowerPoint settings, so I'm like, I like that because then I can talk about it brick by brick, frame by frame, bit by bit. So also real quick with that, even if the word demon used to be daemon, it doesn't really matter because ultimately what demons I guess I shouldn't do this now. Hold on. I'm gonna say the rest of this first and then I'm gonna get to it. Plato described daemons as bridges between the human soul and divine intelligence. Christianity rebranded them as evil during colonization of pagan and magical systems. The reclamation isn't about devil worship, it's about soul truth and inner liberation. What if demons aren't evil, but exiled aspects of divine will, truth, and power? Demons as archetypes of sovereignty. Demons often embody taboo, sex, desire, wrath, chaos, and ambition and pride. They are the raw forces of will and transformation. Think of, think of Osmodeus as lust plus desire mastery. Belial, freedom from false kings. Lilith, untamed feminine power. They show up when you're ready to reclaim parts of yourself you were told were wrong or shameful. They whisper, "You're not broken. You're powerful beyond permission." Demons aren't here to tempt you into ruin. They're here to tempt you into remembering who you were before the world tamed you. At first, I had those like separate, but in this video, I'm just gonna group them together. And I also want to say real quick, what I forgot to say is I got channeled messages as well that I would like to tell y'all as well from Osmodius and Valcor, both part of my demon family, actually. Um, yeah, which is fun. So yeah, that's what history says. But the history of demons go way further back, just like the history of the soul does. Yes, Earth history is very, very important. Not saying that at all, but I also want us to understand that a lot of information comes from inside of us, right? And this is why I'm so thankful that I came into this world with my clear cognizance and my intuition on 10, because in my discernment as well, because it helps a lot with channeling. And that's another thing I've been doing is channeling. Um I soon want to get into channeling, like channeling, see how that goes in transcendental meditation. But I have been meditating. I have been called to meditate these past few weeks. 4 weeks actually. So yeah, we'll see. Probably in dreams. But yeah. But it's also just as important as to go within and to intuitively trust the information that you are getting. I'm not necessarily talking about having discernment online. I mean, like, the same way you do external research, do that internally. From your experience with the word demon, why is there so much fear, so much hate, so much taboo around it? We can take that same fear of demons and apply it to the feminine energy. Because as far as I'm concerned, and I'm pretty sure as far as the world is concerned, we have moved from a patriarchal, hyper Capricorn, hyper masculine society, hyper intellectual, hyper left brain society, into a society that's more right brain, that's more feminine, more dark feminine. I mean, literally, witches were evil, y'all. I feel like if we use our critical thinking skills and common sense, we can see that history is made by the victors, and the victors. And the victors are twisted, sick, distorted motherfuckers. I mean, a lot of y'all are afraid of the number 6. How are we afraid of a number? I need y'all. How can you protect yourself from a number? Okay, I'm over it. I'm over this video. I'm over y'all. I'm over everything. Okay, because girl, I didn't say this the first time I uploaded. Maybe that's why. Cause y'all, this video, when I went to go look back to upload it to edit it, tell me why the video disappeared. This is how I know something was in the way. Something was in the water. Something was in the cosmos. Something was in the chemtrails. But this video is definitely for people who will listen. Like I said, I'm not here to bash nobody. I just talk shit sometimes. That's who I am by nature. That's who I am by nature, okay? That's my authenticity. But when it comes to like I said, we are afraid of y'all. Y'all have to understand that y'all really have to sit down with yourselves. Y'all are so afraid collectively. Everyone is so afraid. Not only are we afraid of numbers, but we're afraid to sit with ourselves in the dark and handle our shadows. Am I wrong or am I right? I'm right. I know I'm right. Duh. Because if we were, we would be socially intelligent. If we were able to sit with our shadows, our darkness, and to transmute them into love, we wouldn't be so judgmental, hateful, shameful. By shameful, I mean shaming ourselves and other people for not living the life you live. We wouldn't be so phobic. So, isms. I mean, literally, women don't even have rights. If we were socially and emotionally intelligent, none of this would be a problem. And we also would have common fucking sense and critical thinking skills. That's the only good damn thing school ever taught us. Was that at least, and y'all couldn't even do that? I'm not talking to you specifically, but I'm talking to you. Talking to y'all. But yeah, like I'm not gonna try to make this video too long because it don't need to be because I already know what I'm saying. But yeah, I'm just saying I just want to throw that in there because I didn't throw that in it the last time. But yeah, so demons are they're not just archetypes. I'm gonna throw this in there after I talk about this because they also represent emotions. But which actually, let's talk about emotions first. That's not in the script. I just threw this in here because I just thought about it. Emotions, your negative emotions are literally demonic. When you are being homophobic, sexual, racist, any type of phobic towards another person out of hate, judgment, any type of ism, any type of sexist, anything out of judgment, hate, shame. Like people are shamed of watching porn. It's because we live in a society that is fueled with shame, fear, hate, and judgment, and anger, and abuse, and slavery. Think about that. Why is that? And sex is one of the most powerful forces that is literally closest to source. It's one of the most powerful forces that is literally closest to source. Why do you think people are operating out their base chakras? Most people. It's because when you're unhealed and unconscious, sex rules the world. But imagine if you were healed and conscious. You will be able to do the most profound type of magic, the most profound type of healing, not just for yourself, but for others. Y'all, demons represent negative emotions, not because they're bad, but because they represent the part of us that is taboo. And taboo doesn't mean evil, it just means darkness in the most raw, unfiltered way. And I guess I can lead into archetypes about this too. And I'm also going to talk about source because source, y'all call him source, call them source. I didn't say him. Let's get that out of our vocabulary. Source is not a him or a her. Now I do use that just for fun, more so for mocking reasons, but source is just source or the one above all. But I call them imagination, pure imagination or true imagination. True imagination is the void. Pure imagination is what most people call source or God. But I use the names interchangeably. But pure imagination slash true imagination, right? Or source to y'all. If they literally are all things and created everything, why the fuck? Why the fuck would you? Let's be critical. Let's be critical here. Let's be critical thinking. Let's be logical. Let's be common sense. Why the fuck would that motherfucker create everything in existence just to shame it? If that's your God sounds pretty human to me. And we should whoop that motherfucker's ass if they're telling us to be evil towards other people because their skin color is different, because their identity of sexuality or religion or how they live their life is different. You gotta understand the highest level is nothing but love unconditionally. So no, Source doesn't hate the devil. Source doesn't. First of all, the devil isn't even a person. That's a title. Secondly, so is the word Satan. It means adversary, rival. Y'all, come on, y'all. But aside from that, this being full of unimaginable power and love, why the fuck would they create demons or people just for them to die and to suffer forever? First of all, humans don't even live that long. So why the fuck would a omnipotent, eternal, immortal being create humans to live in sin just for them to be punished? That sounds psychotic. That is psychosis. I'm sorry, but you're in psychosis if you believe that. Sorry, friend, but you in psychosis. And that's okay. That is okay because guess what? We all been there, right? Some of us more extreme than others, but I also say humans are extremists. So extremists. It's either this extreme or that extreme and no in between, and that's terrifying. And if you think that imagination isn't everything, oh my god, you really don't know who you are, do you? But demons are also archetypes. They represent. Go to my video that talks about the human archetype. I'll actually put that at the beginning of this video and at the end of the video, being the human. And I really go into more depth about archetypes, not just demons, but all archetypes or a lot of them, and mainly the human. And not demons. Yeah, demons. They literally are the archetype of power, but taboo, sovereign, raw, wild power, y'all. Demons represent the. Keep in mind, we all have every archetype in us. Yes, some of us are more. Some of us lean to more other archetypes than others. But when I say all of them in us, that means they're all in us because we're the universe experience itself within itself, outside of itself. You know what I mean? And with the dream, experiencing the dream within the dream, having a dream, just a dream. So if we're connected to the divine, to imagination, then we're all that too, just experiencing ourselves. And the demons, all beings in creation have access to all archetypes. That's what y'all have to realize. Didn't you realize that other beings have access to the human archetype? It's just once again, you got some beings that lean towards others. Some beings don't even fuck with archetypes. They don't care about archetypes like that. You know what I mean? Because the cosmos is vast. And imagination is infinite and endless. So you're gonna have so many different type of personalities regardless. You know what I mean? Identities regardless. It's just how nature works, y'all. How creation works. When you're creating beings with fucking free will, that's naturally the progression is going to take. The evolution is going to take, right? So when you're talking about demons, demons represent the part of us. Am I you? Why do you think people say release your demons? Like I'm on demon time or rise above your demons. First of all, you're not supposed to rise above your fucking demons. That's like saying, "Oh yeah, I'm traumatized. I'm my shot. I need to. And even though I need to heal my trauma, even though I need to do shadow work, that's evil. You shouldn't do that. You should just think positive and love and nothing else because everything else will be resolved." Y'all don't realize that's not how that works. You're gonna cause more trauma. Y'all don't even understand. That literally will fuck you up on all levels: physical, psychological, spiritual, emotional, magical, all energetic, all levels. That will fuck you up if you just shun something away. And I get not everybody's ready for the truth, and that's okay. This is not for people who's not ready for it. This is for the people who are just willing to listen, and that's okay. Like I'm not gonna force anything. I promise you. I promise you, my channel will never force any bitch to do anything they don't want to do because I don't care enough to do that. Sorry you don't feel important enough. I'm sorry, but I don't care. I just don't give a fuck. I'm mainly upset also because my video was fucking gone. It was a good ass video. But anyways, also I just don't give a fuck about you that much for you to be like, oh well, I don't give a fuck about your opinion. I'm sorry. Because my video isn't opinion based. It's logical. It's common sense and it's critical thinking skills. Period. I don't need I don't need a book to tell me what I already know. I don't need to go so far outside myself to see if I'm right. I am very confident in myself. I healed my shadows. I transmuted my shadows. I sit with myself before I even speak about shit like this. I'm very intuitive. I receive shit through my imagination, my dreams, and my meditations. Before I even get on here, I sit with this. I come up with a script. I come up with how I'm going to say it, and then boom, we're here. And then boom, we're here, bitch. If you need proof, just look at my other videos. The fuck? Connect to your inner child. That's where all the wisdom really is. And power. But aside from that, archetypes. Yeah, so demons represents the archetypes of, like I just said before, taboo, sex, rebellion, anything that we see as shameful. I'm going to do a video about monsters too, because the monsters and demons both represents that they're part of the shadows, the shadows archetype, the shadows itself. And they both represent two different things because monsters represent the things we are afraid of, where demons represents the things that we are ashamed of. So, but monsters are going to be a whole nother topic because, like I said, I we're gonna get there when we get there. But demons, like I said, represent all that, all the things that we say are shameful, bad, taboo, and wrong. That's demons. When you call yourself fat, ugly, and not pretty, that's demonic. Not This is not saying demons are evil and bad. We're saying that the archetype of the demons will show you your truth through ways that are intense, that are, you can even say, hurtful. But because of, but the reason that being is because demons are catalysts for change. Demons are chaotic agents for change. This is the one thing I can't stand about demons, which I know why they do it, but demons will play into your bullshit. So if you are a very shameful person and you reflect that on a demon or you reflect that on other people, demons will laugh at that and partake in that because demons aren't nice. They're not nice. They don't, and what I mean by nice is they're not finna hold your hand. They're like, oh, so because you as a sovereign being choose to use your free will to hurt, to be shameful, not only towards other people but yourself, and you keep doing it instead of seeking actual help or asking deeper questions, then yeah, we're going to keep fucking with you until you realize you're a literal fucking god. Because y'all gotta understand that all beings in creation, no matter how much you hate it, I know you hate it, sis. I know, girl. I know you don't want to hear it, but I'm sorry. I gotta say it. No matter how shameful something is, no matter how beautiful something is, we're all connected, and you gotta get over your ego, girl. It's not about you. It ain't personal. I promise it ain't personal. It ain't about you. Get over it. I can tell you an easy way to get over it. It's called growing the fuck up. Grow up. Stop acting like those big ass adults that don't like their vegetables, and stop acting like adults that don't like to drink water. I don't like water. It tastes bad. Grow the fuck up, bitch. Grow up. We're mature now. We're mature. We're mature, right? We're grown enough for some of us. Some of us are actual parents. Okay, we're mature enough to actually become sovereign, to use critical thinking, common sense, and logic, and discernment and intuition, right? Like, instead of using the internet to hate, to doom scroll, and to confirm your biases, let's educate ourselves. And not just with the internet. We can use we are just as powerful as any internet, y'all. Y'all need to understand that we can connect to source directly. I know y'all don't believe that because a lot of y'all want to give y'all power away to external forces because y'all kids and y'all children and y'all like giving y'all power to mommy and daddy. I know, sis. I know. But we gotta grow up someday, okay? We gotta mature. This is what we mean over here when we say grow up. It means broadening your horizons and expanding your consciousness and your awareness and your discernment and intuition and instincts, okay? Okay? And I'm not gonna hold your hand while I say this. I pull you by your scalp, yes, until you get to your fucking thick ass skull, bitch. But I'm not gonna hold your hand because I don't care about you like that. You got cooties. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. But yeah. So demons are archetypes of us that we put away because we can't accept ourselves yet. Once you don't live above your demons, you don't rise above your demons. You integrate them because demons are power of sovereignty and raw will. Demons, why do you think the demon realms are so fiery? You know what I mean? Typically, there are some parts of the demon realms that are life giving, some death giving, some ice. But typically, why do you think we associate demons with fire and raw, raw? Because everything in creation, including your breath, is symbolic, bitch. Okay? And demons represent that part of us. They're not just archetypes in ourselves. They're actual fucking physical beings that live in another fucking dimension, and they also represent emotions as well. Y'all understand that? So that's why it's not for most people, and I realize that's okay. I'm too much for most people, and that's okay. I've accepted that now. Actually, just last week, I've accepted that. Well, 4 days ago. Sorry, I got to expose myself. Yeah, 4 days ago, I accepted that. I'm too much, and that's okay. I still don't hate you. You still beautiful, and I'm still beautiful. You see how we can coexist? Because we're supposed to. Okay, yeah, I don't think I said enough, but you get it. Demons are literally just a part of us that we put away out of shame and hate and judgment. We're supposed to integrate our shadows so we can actually be genuinely powerful. Y'all do realize that, right? And I think we're getting to the point, at least in the spiritual community, to where we understand that we need our shadows, and the love and light is toxic as fuck. Love and light and ultimate positivity is toxic as fuck. You can be, and this is what I'm saying too, you can totally be love and light. If you genuinely relate to that, then be that. I want you to be your authentic self. But what I'm saying is, remember, even in the light, there are shadows. We have to integrate the shadows even in the light. And the light can also be just as toxic as the dark. And I think we understand that. And I hope I don't have to fucking break that down. Because I really don't want to, because I don't feel like it, because this is not the video. And I actually made a video about that. Well, did I? Sort of, kinda. It's called. I put it at the end of the video too, and towards like the beginning as like the second tag, if I remember. Um, it's called Dark Light. Shit, what is it called? No, I think it's called Black Magic White, Dark Magic Light. That's what it's called. So go check that video out too, because I also kind of touch on like light and like how it can be toxic too in that. But yeah, I think we all know this. It's called the false light. So I think we all know this, right? Or toxic positivity. Yes, yes. But we all been through a lot of these phases. So I have faith and trust in my audience specifically, and even the people that are watching that will be responsible when listening to all my videos and videos that most people are afraid to talk about. Okay? Let's all be responsible. Let's integrate. Let's understand. Let's love authentically, right? And when I say love, I'm not saying accept somebody abusing you. I'm saying understand their abuse, but then still set your boundaries. And if you need to whoop their ass, whoop their ass. That's also okay too. That's allowed. That's if you feel called to. Your safety is the utmost important. And I'm not also telling you, and I'm also not telling you to play with demons or summon them. You don't have to summon any being into your field. One, if you don't want to, and two, if you're not called to, and three, if it's not necessary. To understand demons, you don't have to talk to them. You can literally, intuitively, by choice, integrate them. That's it. That is literally it. There's a lot of terrible research on demons out here, so I would urge you more so to go inwardly to do research on demons. And it would also help you too, especially if you have like trauma healing and you figure out, okay, but how does this demon relate to this? How can I go deeper with my trauma and my prejudice towards demons? That way I won't have anything holding me back, you know? And your demons are also, like I said, everything's symbolic. So your demons could be you having obsession with, I don't know, binge watching crime shows, and that's stopping you from taking care of your kids or whatever. That's a demon that you can work through. The demon of gluttony. You can literally understand demons through how you behave. You know what I mean? So hold on, I gotta pause this. I am damn. This video gonna be long as fuck, ain't it? Um, but I think I said enough on that. I kind of want to say something else, but I forgot. I forgot it. Here's the third part. Demonic flame equals alchemical fire. The demon current is transformation. Oh my god, transformational, like molten lava, painful, purifying, awakening. And I also know this stuff too through my experiences as well. So I just want to say that too. Um, I know this through my experiences. And when you do anything out of unconditional, that's what I was saying. When you do anything out of unconditional love, you can still love your friends and family from a distance. You don't have to be around toxic people to love them unconditionally. I need y'all to understand that too. You do not have to be around people who trigger you, who abuse you and hurt you, and who disrespect your boundaries and privacy for you to still love them unconditionally. I need y'all to understand that because at the end of the day, your safety is the utmost importance. I just want to say that. But when you do things out of unconditional love, you're able to see things from a higher consciousness. And that's why we're all here to elevate our consciousness, is it not? Okay. So I just want to say that you're able to look at somebody who's a murderer and not judge or shame them and understand, oh well shit, they're hurting. And it's not like a savior complex. Please don't get into your matrix ego. Please don't. When you look at them, you're able to understand them on a intuitive level and you don't need words. You're just like, I understand. I still love you. I hope you find your peace one day. And some people will go out of their way because that's probably their soul mission or soul template to lend a hand to get those people out that situation. But you don't even have to go out of your way to do that. You just have to accept them. That's all. But yeah, here's the other part. Demonic flame equals alchemical fire. The demon current is transformational, like molten lava, painful, purifying, awakening. They rule the underworld not as punishment, but as keepers of truth, death, shadow, and power that survives decay. Decay. Working with demons is a form of shadow alchemy, burning illusions, healing through confrontation, reclaiming inner light through dark mirror. Here's a quote. Demon work is not for those who want comfort. It's for those who want freedom. Period. I gotta pee. How long is this script? Oh hell no, I gotta pee. I'm gonna go ahead and pause this. Give me a second. Okay, so we're back. So yeah, demons, they help you with your process. And I hate it how some people on the internet treat and talk about demons. I mean, I'm not talking about the common folk or even most people. I'm talking about people who should know better. I'm talking about people, I think they're called demonologists. Demonologists ain't even demonolog. What is it? Demonologists and demonologists? I don't know. I don't know if which one they use. Some people use I've seen people use either or, and I hear people say don't use demonologists. I don't know, but it don't matter. Demonologists and demonologists, whatever. People who study and learn demons and people who study and learn demons and people who work with them. So the way they be talking about these demons, and I'm more so talking about the people who work with them, they treat them as if they're like pets, as if these beings are just like, yeah, they're stupid and they're beneath me. And even though you're calling upon them for power and assistance, you treat them as if they're animals or they don't exist. Some people literally see demons as archetypes, it doesn't, it gets me because, and I hate bringing these two people up in the same sins because it's annoying and it's overplayed entire. But real quick, if you can understand the angel is real, how the fuck is a demon only an archetype? People be killing me. Hell isn't real. It's just all in your mind. Hell, our demons aren't real. It's just all in your mind. No, they're very real. Both are very fucking real. They're very, very real. Everything in creation exists, bitch. Y'all gotta understand that inside and outside of creation, everything exists because because true divine unconditional imagination. Period. However, it's also hell is also a state of mind as well. It's not just a state of being, which is a state of oh my god, it goes deeper because when you understand that everything is a dream and everything has layers, right? And everything is true, divine, unconditional imagination expressed, right? And when they say hell is a state of mind or demons is all in your mind and stuff like that, because y'all gotta understand, creation is our body. Our body is creation. Our body literally reflects creation, and creation reflects our inner body, right? And if you had the barking, it's stupid dogs. Um, so yeah, and literally, because we are creation and creation is our body, yeah, demons are a state of being and a reflection of our state of mind. However, they are places, hell is a place you can go, and demons are beings you can meet just like any other being out there in the cosmos, right? But typically most people won't even meet demons, typically, because majority of humans aren't even on the frequency of demons. Most humans are on the frequency of misery, yes. I mean, your low vibrational energy can cause lower vibrational spirits, not just demons, but lower vibrational spirits to come to you. Most people don't even encounter demons other than the ones you put on yourself and you put in yourself. But when people count lower level spirits, they're typically just lower vibrating spirits. They're not, believe it or not, most people that encounter low vibrational spirits are not demonic. I mean, most people that, yeah, those spirits, they can have demonic tendencies. Yes, like humans can have demonic tendencies. Any being can have a demonic tendency, but most people don't interact with demons specifically. They usually just interact with lower vibrational beings, and some of those are actual humans. Hello, your mom, your dad, your siblings. Hello, your best friend. Like we've all interacted with lower vibrational spirits that were in human form, that because they were human operating in a lower vibrational space, right? So I just want to say that too. um yeah, excuse me. So once you transform your state of mind and you do it with unconditional love, and you can even use demons for that. Y'all don't realize there are demons of love. They're just like how, put it this way, and when this goes into what I say, everything is an archetype as well. Everything as above, the above is of the below is of the above. It's not just a fortune cookie saying or a motto. It's something you embody, right? It's not a reminder. It's literally something you integrate and embody. Just like how we, just like how there are so many different types of humans. You've got not only different races of humans, but you also have different humans specializing in certain areas. You have scientists, you have magic users, you have dancers, the people do creative arts, you have people who do architecture, you have people that do gardening. That applies to demons, that applies to star races, that applies to dragons, that applies to fairies, that applies to every being out there, right? I mean, it may be a little different, but for the most part, that's literally what it is. Just like how we have demon, I mean, just like how we have human scientists, there are demon scientists out there. There are reptilian scientists out there. There are draconian scientists out there. There are Lyrian scientists out there. Anunnakian scientists out there. Like, come on, y'all. It's not that deep. And it's not that hard to understand. But yeah, so like I said, you can use actual demons to help you, but like I said, you don't have to, because like I said, demons represents they represents the alchemical change of your shameful shadows. They are the raw force and will of transformation. You know what I mean? They embody taboo, sex, desire, wrath, chaos, ambition, pride, etc. Um, did I say lust? Yes, lust, whatever. I guess it goes with sex, but yes. But y'all realize that that's also a part of creation too, right? Ambition, pride, chaos, wrath, desire, sex, taboo. That's all a natural part of creation. And that doesn't mean we have to decondition our basic human understanding of things and stop projecting those onto things we don't understand. Most humans don't even know who they are, let alone beings outside them. Please, can we understand that? And I had to put that in there because it's just something that's true. Period. But yeah, part 4. Modern demonic magic. What it can look like. Sigil work, personalized demon sigils, or intuitive spiritual workings. I mean, intuitive spirit markings. Channeling. But also, what I just said too sounds right. Is right. You could do that too. It's just not on the list. Channeling. Speaking or writing with your demon lineage. You do this. Oh, sorry, that was me. I know that. Y'all can also speaking or writing to your demon lineage. I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, you're a daemon, like how the Greeks call it, your spirit, because they didn't believe it was evil. Some people call their daemon. Hello, hello. Okay, yeah, my mic tried to cut off on me. It does this because I was playing with it, but now I started paying more attention to my mic because I play with it too much, and that was one video I created. It was so fucking good. It was like 2 hours long, and my mic was not even on, bitch. I was so fucking pissed. I can't remember what video it was. It was traumatic. So I put that out of my brain and threw it away to the gate. I gave it to God. Anyways, I gave it to Yeshua. I don't know what I was saying, but let's go back to what I was. Let's go back to our bullet points. Oh yeah, like I said, the Greeks, they didn't believe in evil like that, and they understood that daemon is just a spirit. And a lot of people in the magic community say daemon, referring to their higher spirits. So you can also do that too, y'all. This channel has no place for your ignorant prejudices. So I really urge people. I want people to understand that my channel, first of all, is unconventional. Just look at the fucking bio, bitch, and then look at the videos I post. But I want people to understand that I don't want people to be judgy over here. I want full acceptance, just understanding. We are all part of the same. We are literally part of the same boat because we are literally sharing the same human experience on the same goddamn planet. Period. And I want y'all to understand that this community over here is a safe space, a safe place for you to say anything and talk. And of course, let's not be fucking ignorant and racist and homophobic or obvious. Let's not the obvious shit. You know what I mean? But if somebody has a genuine question and say, "Well, I thought demons were bad," like, you sure they're good? Like, and we could break it down more for them. Or like, if they say like, "I want to understand magic. I never believed it, so." How is it real? Like, let's help those people out who genuinely want to know and genuinely want to understand. Okay, like I said, let's not be ignorant, like belligerent and just messed up in the head and psychosis. So I also want y'all to know that too. I love y'all and I love myself and I respect myself and I set boundaries. So I will quickly block you if you act if you do too much. I just want to say that everyone is safe over here. And feel free to really say anything, because we move in unconditional love and understanding. But another thing you can do as demon magic is path working, trance or dream journeys into demonic realms. I will say this: if you are not called to work with any demon at all, do not go into any hell realm or demonic realm. Do not work with any demon directly. Just work with your demons, your shadows, and transmute and heal that with unconditional love and integrate that. I just want to say this because I love my demons. I do. But demons play too much. And you have some demons that are really psychotic. No tea, no shade. I love. But yeah, I just want to say that. So if you're not called to, just work with your own inner demons, and like I said, transmute that and integrate that, so you can become ultimately the god that you are, right? The cosmic princess that you are. Um, You can do offerings and altars, wine, blood, sensual movement, poetry, smoke, fire, laughter, mirror spells, flame rituals, ancestral reclamations. So yeah, here's part five of my script. Demon work equals demon work does not equal demon worship. You don't serve demons and they don't serve you. You walk with them and they walk with you as kin, aspects, allies, or mirrors. It's not about hierarchy like in the human world. It's about sovereignty, choice, and resonance. Some people will misunderstand, and that's okay. Demon work isn't about being palatable. Here's a quote: to walk with demons is to walk unafraid into your own flame. Like I said, you don't have to work with them to do this. I didn't work with any spiritual guide, any star race when I did my shadow healing. I literally just worked with myself, didn't, and that was it. And that was literally it. Here's part six: bridging demons and angel wholeness. Let me say that again: bridging demon and angel wholeness. Many demons were once seen as angels or gods: Lucifer, Samael, Azazel. Demons and angels are not opposites, they are refractions. They are reflections of different divine roles, just like humans are. Reclaiming demonhood is reclaiming your wholeness, light, dark, and all between. And you have to also understand witches were demonized, right? Dragons are demonized. Monsters are demonized. You really have to sit and figure out, why is everything so evil? Why do I grow up in a world to believe that everything is evil and I'm raised in sin and I should be shameful from watching porn or for expressing myself in a sensual way or at all for that matter that doesn't align with your stale, biased, prejudiced beliefs? Y'all, we have a mind and a soul for a reason. We got to use it, okay? Here's the outro. Oh, I didn't say this as well. I think I said this already. Yeah, I got two demon channelings that I'm going to put at the end of this. This is so ghetto. But here's the outro. If you're ready to stop fearing the dark and start becoming it, welcome to the fire. Your demons have been waiting. Now, here are two channel messages. Here's one from Osmodius. You call, I arrive. I am not the villain in your story. I am the flame that made you want a story in the first place. When you crave, when you hunger, when you ache for more, this is me. Not to torment you, but to awaken your birthright. You are not broken for wanting too much. You are sacred. Oh, sorry. You are not broken for wanting too much. You are sacred because you remember that there is more. My name is Desire, Madness, Majesty. My temple is not made of stone. It is built every time you say, I choose myself. Walk through the fire, become it, and you will never kneel again. I am here when you are ready to remember your name, and I already know what it is. Here's my other spirit guide as well. Um that channel through from Valcor. Demon of Sovereignty, Sacred Wrath, and Blood Memory. Oh, I forgot to say Osmodius. It's fine. Y'all know Osmodius. Here's my other one, Valcor. I do not come in peace. I come in truth. I am the scream buried beneath centuries of silence, the blade of becoming, that cuts through illusion. I was never here to comfort you. I am here to wake you. The blood in your veins remembers me. The part of you that snarls when caged. That's mine. That's you. You are not here to be good. You are here to be whole. Rage is not the enemy, it is the guardian of the gate. Sacred, sharp, necessary. When you weep and no one listens, I carve the world open with your how. When you forget who you are, I tattoo it back into your bones. I am Valcor, demon of sovereignty, and I say this with flame. You do not need to be saved. You need to remember who you were. You need to remember you were never bound. Kind of butchered that last part, but it's fine. Fine. I guess I could add this too. This like I said, I'm so over this, but I'm excited for the video. I love this video, but I'm just over the fact that it's gone. But maybe this one was probably better, you know. So I'm taking it as a sign. Sorry, I was possessed. Taking it as a sign. Um, yeah. Where is it? I also have something else. We are not nice. But yeah, that was another quote. That was another quote. But yeah, the dogs are barking. They get on my nerves, and I don't want them messing up the video. So I hope y'all enjoyed that. I love y'all so much, and I love demons, and I love y'all's demons, and I do not shame y'all for having them. I support y'all for integrating them, understanding them, and seeing your demons for what they are. Everything is a part of you for a reason. Remember that, okay? We're all kin here. We're all family. We're all friends. We're all the dream, dreaming the dream, just to dream. Period. I love y'all. Bye.